How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its next level sale, and I am here to take a look at some of the deals under $5. But before we get into this video, if you want to get these deals even cheaper, here's a quick word with our sponsor. How's it going, everyone? In this video, you're going to see us cover a bunch of great PSN game deals, but with these deals already available, you can get these deals even cheaper by utilizing ENEBA.com, where they've got $100 PlayStation Network keycards available even cheaper. So the idea is you'll want to stack these cards with the deals already available, or anything that's available on the PlayStation Store. They've got $100 PSN cards down to $87. You'll have to pay a bit of a service fee, but you'll still get it much cheaper than that regular $100, and you'll stack that on top of the deals that the PlayStation Store is running, and you can get some great value offers. Not only that, if you don't want to take advantage of the deals that are available on the PSN Store, you can check out upcoming games. We got Doom the Dark Ages coming out later this month. We got Elden Ring Night Rain. There's going to be a lot of big games coming out that are going to be quite expensive, but you can get them a little bit cheaper by checking out eneba.com and getting yourself some PSN credit. Link in the description box below, and now on to the video. So the next level sale is running right now, and in all honesty, if you go at the under $5 territory, fairly slim pickings here as far as quantity of games on sale, but that does give us the opportunity to shout out some games that are a little bit lower key, but we've got some of the typical mentions as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it, and let's kick things off with Rayman Legends, 80% off for $3.99. Man, I feel like Ubisoft has an absolute winner IP under their umbrella with Rayman, a fantastic platformer, and for a while, the options as far as top-level platformers on PlayStation were fairly limited. Now that we have Astrobot, I mean, that is the best platformer that you can pick up on the platform, no doubt. But Rayman Legends is quite good as well. Great art style, quite a bit of content as well, and just a solid, well-done platformer. For $3.99, definitely a solid shout there. Go check that out. Next up, we got Resident Evil Revelations, 75% off for $4.99. You know, this is the forgotten Resident Evil game that I think is quite good. The reason is that it's forgotten is because this came out in the era where, you know, Resident Evil wasn't at its hottest. We're talking, I believe it was coming off the heels of Resident Evil 6, and initially it was a 3DS exclusive. Then it got ported to modern platforms at the time, and I thought it was a really solid horror title. I would definitely give it a shout. Just keep your expectations in line from a visual standpoint, because again, initially it is a 3DS game, but a worthwhile game there for sure for $4.99. Next up, we have Mad Max, 75% off for $4.99. One of those games that I always go to bat for. Unfortunately, we probably will never get a sequel, but I thought Mad Max was a really, really well done game. And I just remember the performance of this game being really solid, like a smooth frame rate, and yes, it takes place in a barren wasteland, it's Mad Max, but man, it's a very satisfying game to play, and the combat is incredibly satisfying as well. Narratively, it picks up by the end, but unfortunately, again, we won't get a sequel, so that's a bummer, but $4.99 for Mad Max, I think this is a good pickup, so definitely give that a look if you have yet to. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is 75% off for $4.99. Man, I think this game is so underrated. Valkyria Chronicles in general as an IP, I think is super underrated. You know, a lot of people don't want to give a lot of JRPGs a shot because of a lot of the weeb elements to them, so to speak. I feel like Valkyria Chronicles is a game that even those of you that are more geared towards playing Western games, you can still have a great time with it. It's got a really great combat system that is a lot different than a lot of other JRPGs that come out, with this tactics element to it, an awesome visual style with this watercolor look, and a really good war story in here as well. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is just a great game. Play this, then go play VC4. Maybe one day we'll get Sega to port Valkyria Chronicles 2 to modern platforms, maybe even localize Valkyria Chronicles 3, and who knows, maybe in this life we'll see a Valkyria Chronicles 5. I wouldn't hold my breath for that one, but a incredibly underrated IP that deserves a lot more love, and for $4.99, a good pickup there. Next up, we got Spirit of the North, 80% off for $3.99. If you're looking for a super relaxing, serene kind of game, this is gonna be right up your alley. A single-player, third-person adventure game inspired by the breathtaking and mysterious landscapes of Iceland. The story takes root from various pieces of Nordic folklore. The game is unique in that it purposefully has no dialogue or narration. Players must breathe in their surroundings to solve various puzzles and speculate the meaning of a lost ancient civilization. The game's actually getting a sequel that I believe is gonna be in a full open world and looks to be quite good, so we'll see how that turns out. But for now, you can check out Spirit of the North for just $3.99. And again, if you want something a little bit more on the relaxing side and very, very pleasant to look at, Spirit of the North is going to be a solid shout. Next up, we got Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, 88% off for $4.79. Now, certainly, SAO leans very much on the weeb side of things. If you're talking about you want to play JRPGs but you don't want to go too weeb with it, yeah, SAO ain't gonna be for you. But I had a good time with Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Now, I was never an insanely big SAO fan. I did watch the anime series, but I'm gonna be real. After the first 3 episodes, that SAO kind of fell off a cliff in my opinion, but I like the idea of Gun Gale Online and that transitioning into a video game. I think actually works fairly well. It is very much clunky in certain areas, especially with its gameplay, but if you're a fan of SAO, I think you're gonna have a pretty good time with it, and sub $5, definitely a good bit of content here, so $4.79 on that. Next up, Mato Anomalies, the Digital Deluxe Edition is $4.99. This is very much like a double-A JRPG, but if you're a big fan of the SMT games, don't expect a game at the quality level of the SMT titles, but it's very much akin to that as far as stylization goes. Really like the character design and the story was pretty interesting. Soundtrack also fairly solid. For $4.99, I think it's a pretty good pickup. Definitely wouldn't go too much higher than that, but a good price point for what you're getting here. Next up, Yooka-Laylee, 75% off for $4.99. If you're a Plus subscriber, you will get it for $3.99, which I think is quite a good deal. I mean, this is just a super charming platformer. I wouldn't put it on the level of Rayman Legends, but different style of platformer for sure. An open world platformer here. Explore huge, beautiful worlds, meet and beat an unforgettable cast of characters, and hoard a vault load of shiny collectibles as a buddy duo Yooka and Laylee embark on an epic adventure to thwart corporate creep capital B. You've got that duo element to it in a platformer, which I feel like always works well. You know, some classics like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, that's just a formula that works quite well. And Yooka-Laylee, you've got that here for $4.99, $3.99 for Plus subscribers. Next up, we have Blacksad, Under the Skin, $4.99 on this if you're looking for a detective investigation style game. It's gonna be right up your alley. The 50s New York City, Joe Dunn, owner of a boxing club, is found dead. Meanwhile, rising star Bobby Yale, due to take the ring for the most important fight of his career, has mysteriously disappeared. With its anthropomorphic characters and its incredible 1950s feel, Blacksad Under the Skin promises all the eerily dark adventure of a detective novel, just like the eponymous comic book series. Conduct the investigation in your own way, make use of your feline senses as you hunt for new clues, make decisions on behalf of Blacksad, and influence the outcome of the case. An official new story for Blacksad set in the comic book series' unique world, perfectly recreated for gamers, an investigative narrative game with gameplay combining investigations, puzzles, QTEs, and multiple choice dialogue. Blacksad Under the Skin. The PS5 version is $4.99. You can get the PS4 version for $4.99 as well. Next up, we have a throwback shooter here, Project Warlock, fully loaded, $4.49 for non-Plus subscribers, $3.59 for Plus subscribers. Fully loaded contains Project Warlock, the game, its official soundtrack, and a dynamic theme for those of you rocking it on PS4. Become a mysterious warlock and embark onto a dangerous mission to eradicate all evil. Put your finger on the trigger and travel through time and space to wreak havoc like in the golden days of fast-paced first-person shooters. Explore 60 vast levels and 5 settings from frozen Antarctic base to the sands of Egypt. Find keys to unlock passages, reveal secret caches with ammo and gold, use lifts and hidden buttons to access new areas, and combat tons of enemies from flying demons to 5-story robots as well. You've got all that and more in Project Warlock fully loaded, $4.49, and again $3.59 if you are a Plus subscriber. Next up, we got Nowhere Prophet, a roguelike deck builder here. Nowhere Prophet is a single-player card game with procedurally generated maps, a high difficulty, and permadeath. At its heart are 2 distinct paths of gameplay, travel and combat. During travel, you navigate across a procedurally generated map. Make sure your convoy has enough resources to travel as you pick your route. And throughout, you'll have to overcome some enemies to keep your convoy and resources together, and sometimes you may even want to pick a fight for righteousness or just for loot. Once in battle, the game changes to the turn-based card game mode as well. Had a decent reception, 4.4 on PSN, $4.99 for Nowhere Profit. Next up, DISTRAINT 2, $3.59 here. Redemption, hope are these things that one can hope to acquire again after selling your soul in your haunting past. You are Price, a man who sold his humanity to get a partnership from a leading company, McDade, Brennan, and more. Collect items and solve puzzles to progress through the story and find out if Price can reclaim his lost soul. It follows the events from the first game. It's a sinister tale about restoring hope and finding your purpose. Side-scrolling 2D with unique hand-drawn graphics, atmospheric sound design, minimalist and efficient interface. Delve into a complex story full of intriguing twists and characters. Includes a brief summary of DISTRAINT 1 as well. If you want to jump right into this one, they do have the collection for $5.99, so check that out. DISTRAINT collection is $5.99 and DISTRAINT 2 $3.59. Next up, we have Chorus, 80% off for $4.99. Take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her. Unlock devastating weapons and mind-bending abilities in a true evolution of the space combat shooter. Along with Forsaken, her sentient starfighter, explore ancient temples, engage in exhilarating zero-gravity combat, and venture beyond our waking reality. A journey of redemption, venture beyond the void, and one pilot, one ship, and one living weapon are noted. All that available in Chorus for $4.99. Next up, we have Heroes of Hammerwatch. The Ultimate Edition is $4.99. Action RPG roguelike Heroes of Hammerwatch is on PS4 in its most complete form as this Ultimate Edition with all of the DLC. Encounter endless hordes of enemies, traps, puzzles, secrets, and tons of loot as you battle your way through procedurally generated levels to reach the top of the Forsaken Spire. Upgrade to grant your persistent heroes with various enhancements that will further help in your quest and even bring them to your friends' game. Procedurally generated levels, persistent progression, online co-op, town upgrades, 9 different classes, over 100 unique items, and all 3 DLCs are included as well. That is available for $4.99. Next up, we have Wall World, 50% off for $4.99, $3.99 for Plus subscribers. Explore the mysterious Wall World on your giant robo-spider, mine for valuable resources, upgrade your equipment to fight off hordes of monsters, and discover exotic biomes in between attacks. Will you be able to survive and learn the secrets of Wall World? The mining roguelite with tower defense elements, explore procedurally generated mines, and discover fantastical biomes throughout as well. That's available for $4.99. And lastly, we have Last Day of June, 75% off for $4.99. Join Carl and June on what begins as a magical outing to their favorite spot and try to unlock the sequence of events that could save the day and June's life in the cinematic experience that will compel you to ask yourself, what would I do to save the one I love? It's an interactive tale about love and loss from an all-star team of creators, and if you're looking for something more narrative-driven, Last Day of June will have you covered at $4.99. Check that out as well. And that's gonna do it for me. Again, not a ton of options for notable deals under $5 in this sale, but still wanted to cover some stuff, and links to all of these will be in the description box below. Remember to check out our sponsor in ENEBA.com. You'll get your PSN credit even cheaper there. Parlay that with these deals and these sales, and you'll get even better value on picking up your games. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.